Sound Radio.
Jason, how do you feel about current league position? And the manager's just said it seems to be weighing quite heavily on everybody's shoulders. Is it difficult to shrug that off?
Obviously it's a difficult position that we find ourselves in, and I think maybe the last, prior to the cup game at the weekend, maybe the previous 2-3 games, you could maybe see it was weighing the team down, but I think we need to try and flip that on its head a wee bit, because the only way we're going to get out of it is, you know, having that positive outlook in it and believing that we can get out of the situation. So I think the cup game last week gives us a platform. Obviously it's one win in the cup, we're not getting carried away, but I think if we can take the positives from that and take it into this weekend, hopefully we can start building a wee bit of momentum, which will help us climb up the league.
Did you detect on Monday when you come into training that things were a bit brighter because of the win?
I think that's natural in football. I think if you win games and you come into your work environment, it's a lot more bubblier and there's smiles on people's faces, but like I said, we understand it's only one win in the cup, and the league's massive for us obviously, so we need to start putting points on the board in terms of the league table. And you know, another tough game. It was a difficult game at the weekend there in the cup. Motherwell are doing really well in the league as well, so we know what to expect.
They've had a bump in the road as well recently, haven't they?
Well, I think maybe a couple of their results, but in terms of league position, they still find themselves in a really healthy league position. And if you obviously we look at our own situation, we're currently sitting bottom of the league, so we know how difficult a league it is. Every game, I think you've seen, they're very competitive games, and the scores could go either way. But you know, we need to control what we're in control of, and start with Saturday. And like I said, hopefully we can build a wee bit of momentum.
On a personal level, you endured it last season at Livingston. Do you draw any experience from that and try and that you can help you this season?
I think so. Obviously it wasn't a nice situation last year, but I think we need to try and nip it in the bud, because the longer it goes on, like I found last year, the more difficult it becomes to get out of the situation that you're in. And like previously mentioned, it can definitely start to weigh you down the longer it goes on. So we need to make sure that it doesn't go on as long as, you know, I experienced last year, because ultimately it won't end well. So we're in control of that. We've still got, you know, time on our side, but we need to make sure that we act quick.
You're one of the more experienced players in that dressing room now. How much do you, as a leader now, try and help some of the players who have maybe not encountered this sort of experience before?
Look, I'll try and draw on all the experiences I've had up until, you know, this date so far in my career. There's quite lucky that I'm not the only one in there. There's 4 or 5 kind of, say, older, more experienced players and pros in there that have potentially went through similar situations or hit adversity in their career. So anything we can, you know, give to help the younger players and almost take that pressure off them and put it on our shoulders.
Do you feel it?
Just saying, take that pressure off them, and you know, we'll take the pressure. You just go and play, and ourselves and the coaching staff, we'll take that. You don't worry about that.
Can you feel some of that pressure, Jason, in the dressing room at the moment?
No, overly. I think, albeit we're aware of the situation we're in, and we do want that to obviously turn quick, but we've got time and we know that we can climb up the table. You know, I think you've seen that the teams put 2 or 3 games together, you can find yourselves in a healthier position, but you know, it's easier said than done. We need to take action on the pitch.
How much do you believe, Jason, that given you've got that win now under your belt, that this can be the turning point for St Johnstone in the league?
I'm certainly hoping so. I think I've probably sat here before and said, you know, we've got an opportunity on Saturday to put things right, and it's maybe not went that way. So, like I said, we need to start putting those words into actions on the pitch. But like I said, I think it was a good performance that we can certainly take confidence from and take that into Saturday's game.
In some ways, does it make it more difficult that it's the same opposition on Saturday?
A wee bit. I've not came across that situation too many times where you play the same team, you know, back to back. So again, I would expect a difficult game. It was certainly a difficult Saturday, especially second half. So I would expect more of the same. But you know, like I said, we just need to do what we're in control of and try and take care of ourselves.
And the manager's obviously working to bring new faces in. He's already brought in a few. I mean, do you feel that that's having an impact in the dressing room as well as on the pitch?
Well, I think every window that you come across in football, transfer window, I think new faces coming in the building can certainly, you know, freshen things up, or some new faces and that wee bit positivity. And obviously we're hoping that on the field are going to help us and get out of the situation that we're currently in.
Care Sound Radio.